I would really, once again, like to stress that this is a true honor for me to be standing in front of you. Trust me, it took me a long time to gather all of you, because I was meeting basically with almost every single one of you during the last 2 months. And it was happening personally, and I was trying to explain the project, basically what the whole Czech-China Entrepreneurs Forum should be about. There are very few exceptions when I look into the audience of the people I didn't meet with, but those are really very few. Moreover, when I was doing it, I was very selective when it comes to the people I wanted to speak to and people I wanted to have present today during the event. I know what all of you, what every single one of you achieved already during your business, art, and other careers, and what you achieved. Because theoretically, if I would like to, there could have been 500 excellent people, but I didn't want to have 500 excellent people. I wanted to have people who are at this moment in the room. Because I think that the quantity doesn't matter. The quality is more important. Because one thing I learned in China is that one solid partner, one very solid partner and friend is more than hundreds of influential people. It means much more. I wanted to follow what I believe in, and I want to be meeting and working only with people which are having 3 basic characteristics. First is the work on the things, and by work I really mean work, and change the paradigm if necessary. The second characteristic is that I like people with personal integrity and credibility. That is very important for me. And the third thing, which is very important for me, is trust. That's absolutely, absolutely key. The characteristic which probably all of you know better than any other people, what these 3 things really mean. One of the reasons is that it also plays a very major role in China, trust especially, in between people. Because without trust, there is nothing, and nothing can be achieved. Without knowing people, and more importantly, people knowing you, and basically your abilities and your personality, you cannot achieve anything. I have a huge advantage of not being a politician. Really, it's a huge, huge advantage. So I can speak frankly, openly, directly. Basically, I can say theoretically whatever I want. And based on my experience living for a long time in China and visiting approximately 30 major Chinese cities and teaching at 12 major Chinese universities in the past, both countries are actually not so different as many would say. Not because of the living standard, but they are close to each other because of the people living in them. That's the observation I learned. The Czech-China Entrepreneurs Forum, however, should not only be about the business or China, as it is standing in the title of the NGO. It should be also about network of people wanting to be doing something good. Basically principles and goals they've been standing behind during their career and the activities they've been doing. This forum should not be about hundreds of people coming to Prague and having nothing in concrete in their minds when they are coming. It is very important to basically point it to the specific people. The basic point of this whole event and thing is to be doing things, not to be just speaking about the things. It should be about the things, the projects where you do not need to have all influential people or entrepreneurs, but basically it's not about the projects where you want to be seen in the newspapers and everywhere around. It should be about projects which are big in size and ambitious, but do not need to be seen in the newspapers, those projects, before they will be actually done, if you know what I mean. Because there are many people walking around and saying, we achieved something, but in reality, that is something what did not happen yet. This is the reason why I already helped, for instance, with the signature of 2 very important memorandums of understanding in between 2 Czech leading universities and 2 Chinese leading universities. And first students, and this is important, are already, in China and in Czech Republic. It is not something just on the paper, but it is something what is already, in process and being done. That is also the reason why I repeatedly traveled to China to be assisting CTAG institution with its development. That is why I invited actually TapTap as a band today, as you will discover very soon. I'm not sure how many of you know at this moment about TapTap, but I just think the whole idea of tap brilliant. It's the project I can stand behind. And also that is one of the reasons why we decided to support YouGov Edinburgh Award and the Pink Crocodile Associations. Because again, the ideas of these two NGOs are brilliant and we would like to be contributing more and more with their developments. That is why we gathered people from different environments today, because they can then develop something amazing together. That's something what I believe in. In my opinion, there are way too many people right now in the Czech Republic who just prefer to be promising and not delivering then anything. So that is why, you know, that is what I was speaking at the beginning. When I returned from China, actually, I was very much surprised by what I seen here, because in China, basically, there are people who want to be doing things, who are very active. This is something what I saw in Czech Republic in the 90s, and which is getting more and more rare right now in the Czech Republic, but I know a lot of people who are doing wonderful things at this moment. And it does not matter whether those things are business, art, or pro bono. Basically, that is how I collected all of you, because you are from very different environments. So please enjoy the evening, and thank you very much.